Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with the second part on the painting tutorial of the noise marines, the classic noise marine that was looking like the ones from the 80s. So in the first part we have done the legs and as well the helmet. I have not done the base is not part of these tutorials. This was a little bit of experiment. But now we are going to work on the torso and as well we are going to work on the head. So what I will do on the torso, I want to go with purple, and then we are going to do the symbol in pink or in gold. I think I will use some gold here. So for purple I will use Shadows Purple directly on the torso, and then I will see if I will go lighter later on. Thinking if I will do shadows, no, I think I will go in a different direction. I will use a screaming skull, a screaming screamer pink. Okay, so I will use the screamer pink because if not will mix too much with the. So I will put some screamer pink on my white palette, so you can see that sometimes I'm just changing my mind on the fly. Okay. I also want to put some maybe fluor green, or we need to combine more of this green that we have on the woods. I don't think I will add more colors. As part of the head, that will be the zebra head as we have seen from Winds Worship. So let's take the brush, some water, and we paint this. Okay, you can see I go quite thin. I think I will do the full. I will do everything on this pink. I think if I wanted to do this in a different color, but at the end I think we have enough colors. If not, I will go pinker in that area. Okay, so I will apply this one. I know that the Games Workshop have done this black. I find that you can even go more extreme, so this is what I'm trying to do. I really, on my noise marines, I'm looking for a super extreme color schemes, okay, color configurations. This is why I'm doing this in really very striking colors, sometimes some very bold colors. Okay, so I will paint the torso with this screamer pink, and I'm back. Okay, I need to wait that this dries a little bit because I want to paint next to this color next on the torso. So I will wait for this, and while this is drying I will work on the head, and I will use this time I want to paint the head with the zebra, so I will use Apothecary white over the white primer. Okay, so in that way I have already the shading on the white, and then I will focus on doing the pattern. Okay, so we'll apply this. On the head, and I'm not concerned if this part looks darker because it's in the shade of the. I don't know what I have touched, that I'm putting some red shading. Okay, we are going to do like that. And here I will also need to wait that this dries before doing any further step. You can see the Apothecary white being very nice color. I will do, if you want we can work on the hair. I think I will wait to work on the hair later on. So let's go back to this one, okay, to the torso. I can work on the orange, so I'm going to use Iriel Yellow that I already have on my wet palette. I will use as well the orange, and we are going to highlight the orange a little bit. The Iriel Yellow is completely too dry, and now it's contaminated. Okay, wait. Let me put some Iriel Yellow on my palette. Imperial yellow. We are going to highlight the orange. No, I take Fire Dragon Bright. Fire Dragon Bright is almost, it's amber more than. I will take a little bit of white. And I will do the rivets. Let me do the next. We have not done this on the live before, but I will do it. So I will thin up. I will take white. And I will apply it. We have to be careful that it's not too thin. So we'll make, okay, use the thing I wanted to avoid. Okay, we do the rivets here because in that way they will pop up a little bit more. I will go back to these ones. Okay. Now let's pen these things that are hanging below, and I will use full green pink for that. Okay. Here we go, full green pink. I don't know if this is a piece of cloth that is under the armor that is broken, or I don't know what this is representing, to be fair, but I will use full green pink. Then we'll give the contrast I want with the other colors, and we'll match with the rest. And here we have a little problem because I forgot to put the skin color, but it's not going to be the end of the world. Okay, now let's take Retributor armor and let's do some parts with gold. This will include the Slaanesh symbol in the front, I will do as well the buckler of the bell, this one. And I think these are all the details I want to do in gold this moment. I will do more details later on, but I don't think I have more details to do in gold. And the tubes, these power tubes that we have at the back. Okay, we are going to do these ones as well with retributor armor. Okay, and this thing. So some of the details. So I will do all these details with retributor gold, and I'm back. So now that we have done the gold, next step I'm going to use Rayland Flame Shade. Okay, this one, and we are going to apply it all over the gold, including the armor plate. Okay, so I will put it there, like that. And I will do a second here because I realized that I was missing some spaces. So I will apply this here. I will do as well the buckler, and I will do all these tubes at the back. Okay, so we're going to apply this all over the here. Okay, we do that, and then we will need to wait at this device. Just a little bit more. Okay, I will wait now at this device, and while this is drying, we are going to paint the helmet. Okay, so to do the helmet now, we are going to do the zebra pattern on the helmet. So we are going to apply black. Take a little brush. Take a little bit of black. Okay, how about the black in the case? Okay. We are going to apply the zebra pattern. Let's take 1 point. The idea is that you do like that, and then you come in the opposite direction. Okay, then we can make, for example, one coming from here and stopping there. We can go down and do like that. We can make another one like that. to do one crossing this eye. Now we can apply something like this. Here inside is more tricky. Now I will need to wait at this dries a little bit. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to apply, I'm going to do the corrugate things, okay, and I will do them in a voluptuous, so in this color, voluptuous contrast paint. And I was thinking to do it in gold, but in gold I have the earrings that I just have seen now there, so I want this to really pop up. So I will do the earrings in gold colors. I need to maybe disattach. Be sure that I do this. To wait like that. I want to wait that this dries, and I don't want to touch this too much now. So I will wait that this dries here, and as well I'm waiting that dries so maybe we can start painting the backpack. And to be fair, I think on the backpack we can use the same, we can use another purple that is mouse purple. Okay, I'm going to play a lot with the purples. Then I will contrast them with the turquoise. So I will apply the purple just on the core, on this part of the backpack. Okay, making a mistake. I'm using the wood brush to do that, and you should not do that. I was too focusing on the color that I did not realize that I was using not the right brush. So I'm going to do this part of the backpack, okay, and the balls, and the arms. I think I will change the color. I like to go crazy on these guys. Okay, so I'm doing that, and I will be back for the next step. Okay, so this is how it looks like now the head, and next step I'm going to paint the eyes, and I will do as well some of the details. Okay, so I'm going to use now mood green. This will go in the lenses. Okay. So let's this one now. This one. And what I'm going to do now is the hair as well. I will wait that this dries. More green will give a good contrast with the black. And when I do the so I'm going to work now on the hair. Okay. So the idea of the hair is going from red to the front to green on the back. So we are going to use light colors. So I'm going to use Evil Sun Scarlet. I have some on my wet palette. I will use the Fire Dragon Bright, or we can as well use this one, the Towards Layer Orange. I will put some on my palette as well. Okay, we are going to have Iriel Yellow and the Mood Green. And we are going to use mainly the technique of wet blending. So I'm going to take a brush. I'm doing this before doing the detail of the gold there, because if not I will dirten and I will be pissed off. Okay, I start with this Evil Sun Scarlet. It's too dry, of course. We need to thin down a little bit the paint. And we start with paint that is quite thin. Okay, we apply it like that. The key part here is one side it's more tidy than the other, because it's suppose that the wind it's blowing to one side. Okay, and we will try to follow the shape of the hair a little bit. Okay, something like that is enough. And now we will take the orange and I will start adding it, and you can see that I went over the red a little bit. We can use a little bit of Fire Dragon Bright, that is the brighter orange. It's too thin, I need to put some paint. the main objective is just to have the base colors. Okay. Okay. Let's take now Arial yellow. And again we can go a little bit over the orange. Okay, to be fair, the real yellow can be the highlight for the orange parts. But now the intention is mainly to have the main colors on the miniature. And now let's take the mood green. This can be maybe the color that can have more challenge. The transition can be the most difficult one. Trying to eliminate this hair that is touching. It's a bit annoying. And the transition doing here can be done with any combination of colors that you like it. I just one in that case I like it the one that Universal was proposing, and this is why I'm doing this one. Now you can see I start mixing the yellow with the mood green. This will help to smooth the transition and to make the green more lighter and yellowish. Okay, I take more yellow. A little bit green, and we are going to put very little thin now. Okay. So the idea is to have a smooth transition, or as smooth as possible. Down this brush. Take now real yellow, and I will go a little bit on top of the orange. Okay. Now we take a little bit of orange. What we are going to do now is try to make the transitions smoother and try to block all the mistakes that we may have done. Okay. Taking some orange and taking this one here. Okay, and you can see that this is looking quite nice. Okay. Now we just check that we don't miss anything. I just make a mixture on my wet palette, 50-50 more or less, with yellow and green to help on this transition. Okay, I think now we can wait that this dries. And while we wait this to dry, okay, you can see we have a nice crest now. I will do another thing before changing part. So I will take now Coelia green shade. This. Okay, and I will apply it in the eyes socket, in the lenses, sorry. Okay, this will help me to create some shade. And improve the definition of the eyes. And now I will wait that all this dries, and I will be back. So while I'm waiting that this dries, I will go back to the torso of the miniature. Remember, we have done the wash. And now we are going to work with a screamer pink, and fulgrim pink. Not fulgrim pink, this one, Emperor Children. Okay, to start highlighting the body. Okay, let's start on the bottom. So you start with the screamer pink. Then I think I will some water there. I'm adding some pink. I will use a screamer pink. Sorry, Emperor Children. It's a little too thick. Now it's very stark. Now I come back with the screamer pink. And we thin it down. Adding some water to the fulgrim pink because it was a little bit too thick. We keep working. let's do the top. No, Screamer pink. Okay. And I'm going to work now on the rivets. And then let's do this, and I will do the rest of camera. Okay. If you go too much, just take the kit and take in a very dark brown. And I will go around the rivet. Okay. Let's take a little bit of pink. Put a little bit more. This is too much here, so now we are going to take the Screamer pink. We clean up a little bit, okay? So we keep working on the rest of the armor and on the rest of the torso protection and the neck protection, and I'm back for the next step. Okay, so I have finalized the highlights here. Okay, there was not much to do, but I did. I don't do this because this will cover by the backpack. Okay, so it makes no sense to work there. But I did some more on the neck protection and so on. Okay, so this is how now the helmet looks like. Okay, once it's dry. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to work again on the helmet, and this time I'm going to play with glazes and washes. Okay, I'm going to take first blot letter. I take quite a bit pressure this time, and we are going to apply this on the red part and as well on some orange part. Just to start creating some, this will start creating some shade. You want to do this before cleaning up the part at the bottom of the hair. Okay, this is good. Now we'll take the same but in green. Here it is, Weight Watcher green, and I will put it on the green part. I want to start very soft, not too much strong with the shading, so colors that are quite close to the base color, to avoid to go too dark and then having troubles. Okay, this one I will apply it basically at the bottom, like that, as you can see. Now I will take, and here I don't have a glaze, so I will use this color, Casandora yellow. This is a wash. You will see that it's quite strong, so we have to be careful. This one I will apply it mainly on the middle part. Okay, again I try to be very gentle with this. This is quite strong. Here you can be a little bit heavy because it's very hidden. This is have a lot of shade, okay, so it can be darker. Here on the top you want to be very gentle. And we have the first level of shading. Again, we need to wait that this dries. Okay, and while this is drying, I'm going to do a couple of things. Here I want to finalize the work on the amplifier, and yeah, I will just do two small things. Okay, so I will take red, and I will touch one of the buttons. I will take green. And I touch the other one. Good. Okay. Remember that we start working, so this now we can leave it as it is. Okay. Remember that we were working on the backpack, so now we will work on these two sides, and here I will go directly with another contrast, warp lining. Okay, we can change brush to have a little bit more control. And we apply this warp lining. Again, a very striking green. I always like to paint the backpacks before gluing. I think it's easier to read the details. So normally what I do is I paint the base colors, maybe I will do one shading, then I glue and I do the final details with the backpack glued on the miniature. Okay. So here what I will follow the same process. I will do the base color plus shadings because the contest is giving us the shading directly, and then put here. This will go most likely go later on, but it's not a problem if we put it in. You can see we are going to have a very colorful backpack. I like to be more colorful than what we have seen from Games Workshop. Okay, I have to say my Noise Marines are extremely colorful, so I want him to be at least at the same level of the other Marines. Here I have I forgot this flash. Okay. Here we are. Let's wait that this dries. Put it here. We can go back to the head. Now for the head, okay, on the eyes, I would like to use a little bit of fluor green. Okay. So I will take again the fluor paints. I will, instead of fluor green, I will use the fluor yellow. Okay. This is called speed yellow. So I will shake, put in the palette and then back. Okay, I have put the fluor yellow on my palette. Now I will go over the eye. Okay, something like that. Okay. Let's take some Noon oil. I will put it on the grid, sorry. Like that. Okay. And now I will take the Siege purple, the very dark one, almost black. Okay, this one. And I will do some of the details around the helmet. So I will do mainly these things. tubes. I will do the other and the other side. And again, I will need to wait at this device. Okay, so I will wait at this device because I want to work on the hair a little bit more, and I want to add some gold. So I wait at this device, and while this is drying, let me explain what we are going to do now with Retributor Armor. Okay, so here we're going to apply more gold in the miniature. So I'm going to apply Retributor Armor on this face. I will apply it on these parts here and other details like the corrugate tubes and so on. Okay, so I will apply Retributor Armor all the parts on the backpack where I want gold. Okay, like that. So this is what we are going to do in the backpack, and then on the helmet I will do just the earrings, okay, and this tab connector here, these connections here. Okay. We can also do the joint, what is the support of the crest. Okay, so I do all these parts in Retributor Armor, and I will be back for the next step. Okay, I have done the gold on the backpack, okay, and as well on the helmet. Now what I'm going to do, I will make this white brighter, so I put some white on my palette, and I will apply pure white on these parts of the helmet. Make it more like that. You can also use the yellow to thin out some of the black if it's needed. The yellow, sorry, the white. Okay, this will be good. Now we are going to take flight one flash and we are going to apply this on the gold. And after that I think I will glue together the head and the torso. We can also apply the flake on flash here. Okay, like that. Here be very careful not to dirten the hair like I did. Okay, because I touch a little bit the hair, so what I did is I remove the paint before the vise. The earrings. If you want, you can go a little bit on top of this corrugate tube. This thing. Okay, the one in the back. Okay, and now we are going to do the same here. So let me show you how the skull will look like, because this is the one of the parts that will improve the most with this wash. Okay, so I have to apply this on as well on these parts. If you go a little bit out, don't worry. If, for example, I touch the ball, I just do the full ball as well. Try not to touch the green. On the green will not work well, but on the purple you should not have too many difficulties. Okay. Because if you go on the green, you will lose the brightness of the green. Now I will put it in a place where I will not touch. So now I will wait at this device and I will glue the head on the torso, because I consider the torso done at this point. Well, we can do some small details, but what is missing can be done once we have assembled. So now I think we are going to, I will glue the head, and I think I will finalize here part 2 on the painting tutorial of the noise marine. So I hope you have enjoyed up to now. Okay, so this is one. So I will do, let me first glue it and then you will see how everything together looks like. Okay, one thing that I will need to do before gluing the head, I will use Black Templar. Okay, and we need to apply this at the bottom of the neck joint of the armor. Okay, if not, this will look very weird, that white there. Okay, I know that you can leave weird color on this guy, but yeah, this was too much for me. So we apply this, we need to wait at this device and then we can glue it. Okay, and then we can do, I will leave the position in the color that was done. So I try to put this in a place where this will not touch. And the thing we can glue now most likely is the backpack. So because this has position, so have a nice socket. So this goes like that, and there is nothing that goes connected to the backpack because the amplifier goes apart. So we're going to use plastic glue. I will put it in this part here, and I will glue the backpack. Okay, because to do the highlights and so on. It's better to have it glued. Okay, and then we have the backpack glue. Where we can see, no, it's not twisted, so it goes like that. Okay. We wait, once we glue something, we need to wait at this device, need to wait the helmet device. So we can start working maybe on the arms. And here, yeah, again, I think I will deviate from the official colors. And the other thing we need to check is how the arms, because here the problem we have, or the problem I have, is that it's not orientation for these arms. So you have to put them more or less how you think that they will go. But you need to paint them, because if not, you will not have access. So the shoulder pad can be done once the arm is assembled, but all these parts are going to be difficult to get access. So to avoid to add too many colors, I will use again Gauss Blaster Green. Okay, put a little bit more in my palette. Okay, I will just do a little bit more of steps, and then I will stop here at part 2, sorry, because if not, this part will get too long as well. Okay, it's quite long, the process of painting this guy, because of all the colors we are applying. So on the arm, we are going to use the same colors I use on the boots, but this time I will use it. Yeah, here's what I need to think. This is why it's important sometimes. So this will go, I think I will use it, I will make the shoulder pads pink. So I will put it here on this pass. Let me put some water because it's too dry. I'm going to put here the Gauss Blaster Green. This is the same that we have put on the boots. Okay. I'll put it there. And I will do as well this part, not the glove, but this. Okay, and we are going to do the same on the other arm. So I'm applying that, a couple of layers if it's needed, like here, and I'm back for the next step. Oh, I'm back just to finalize the video, because I think I would like to finalize here and then go for a third part. Okay, so that's all for now. I have glued the head, and now you can see how it looks like. Okay, so in this part we have done the torso and the head and the backpack. So we are going to be ready for part 3, where I'm going to do the arms. And the arms, as you know, I just applied the Gauss Blaster Green that I explained just before. And my idea in part 3 is to do the 2 arms and the base colors on the guitar, and then maybe the 4th and last part to do the final touches on him and highlights. So yeah, I want to dedicate some time to him, so I hope you have enjoyed up to now. Please let me know what do you think, give a like if you have liked this video, and as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and keep tuned if you want to see the next parts. Bye!